I'm Dr. Lutz Mary, Associate Professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. I'm going to take the topic dispersed and virtual team for the subject software project management. So dispersed and virtual teams. So team members are needs to communicate. The concentration is needed for the effective workflow. So workflow is what you get when you concentrate for 15 minutes. So in IBM, they will be having 100 square feet of dedicated space, 30 square feet of work surface, noise protection in the form of enclosed offices or partition at least 6 feet high. 77% at least some staff they will be working from home. So they will be having an internet based communication and broadband communication. So temporary team contract employees short time. It will be cost effective. Will be having the graphic designer. We can have offshore projects also. Advantages: reduction in staff cost, salary salary will be lower. So their overheads reduction, accommodation, social security payments. So there will be a flexibility use of staff. The productivity is higher. You will be having specialized staff, different time zone code test. So challenges also more. The work distributed to contractor, so you should be careful. So procedures are formally expressed. Coordination is difficult. The payment is of fixed price or piece rate. So lack of trust since they are working in from home. So they are not in the office. So the trust will be somewhat lower. So quality assessment will be there. That's also a challenge. So different time zones. So how to the communication coordination is somewhat difficult. So communication plan. So communication is important in all projects, but a vital matter in case of dispersed project, because the consideration is of the way that the project stakeholders will communicate to be the part of the project planning process. So communication genre, it refers to the method of communication. The communication plan arrangements for communication between project stakeholders can be documented. Time or place constraints on communication. One way of categorizing type of communication is same place same time will be having meeting interviews, same place different time will be having telephone, instant chatting and social medias. Different times same place you can have notice board, pigeon holes, etc. Different times different place you have having email, voicemail and documents. Other factors influencing communication genre are size and complexity of information favors documents, familiarity of the content, the terminology where low, two-way communication favored, personally sensitive, it has face-to-face communication here. Best method of communication depends on stage of project. Different stages of project would favor different modes of communication. You'll be having early stages, intermediate stages, implementation stages. Early stage need to build this trust. You have to establish the context. You have to make a global decision. So it favors same time or same place. So intermediate stages, it involves parallel detailed design of components, need for clarification of interfaces, same time and a different place. Implementation stages is relatively clear. Should have the domain and context that should be familiar. Small amount of operational data is needed. It needs different place communication. Example, my email. Face-to-face coordination changes. That is the heartbeat of the project. So what will be the communication plans? There is a good idea to create a communication plan. As a stages of creating communication plan, identify all the major stakeholders for the project, create a plan for the project, identify stakeholder and communication needs for each stage of the project, document in a communication plan. Content of a communication plan for each communication event and channel, identify what is needed, what is the name of the particular communication event, who is the target. So target for communication purpose, what the communication is to achieve, when to have the event, then what frequency, recurring meeting or non-recurring. So type or method, the meeting or the nature of communication, example meeting or a distributed document. Responsibility, the person who initiates the communication. Thank you.